Nigeria, starting with what happened yesterday in Lagos, and videos coming from that has been trending seriously on social media since yesterday. A court in Nigeria has sentenced the medical director of Optimal Cancer Care Foundation in person of Dr. Femi Olaleye to life in prison for raping his wife's teenage niece. Dr. Olaleye sexually assaulted the girl for more than a year until his wife found out and informed the police. The doctor was arraigned in November last year on 2 counts of rape between December of 2019 and July 2022, when the girl went to live with their family. Now, during the trial, the wife of the doctor, Aderemi Olaleye, said she discovered the abuse after the girl told her aunt and the family's driver. The girl, who is now 18 years old, said the doctor had been sleeping with her and had threatened to kill her if she told anyone. Anyways, he was also accused of forcing her to watch pornography. I'm just going to stop it there. I mean, all the allegations are much more than that. There are also allegations bordering on the doctor actually giving her some drugs, you know, maybe to abort and also to prevent pregnancy. Also, there were allegations of voodoo being involved somewhere along the line, where he made her to swear an oath to keep it secret. It's a whole mess. But anyways, judgment was delivered yesterday by Justice Rahman Oshodi, who described the medical doctor as a dangerous offender who did not show any sign of remorse. Now, the judge rejected arguments from the doctor's legal team that the girl was tutored by the defendant's wife to lie against him as part of a scheme to take over his property. The judge insisted that Olaleye, the doctor, must be confined to prison for a very long time as proof that Nigeria's justice system frowns at sexual violence. He also ordered the name of the doctor to be added to the Lagos State Sex Offenders Register. And like I said, all the videos are everywhere. A lot of NGOs are actually applauding the Nigerian judicial system for delivering what they call justice in this case. All right, gentlemen, now let's talk about this court sentencing the medical doctor. He was actually sentenced to 2 life imprisonment, all right, to run concurrently for defiling a minor. Let me start from that end of the table. Mr. Shopiton.
I am conflicted, you know. I'm deeply conflicted because this is somebody I know very well. So, you know, my heart is torn to shreds. I've been contemplating this since yesterday. Of course, since the news broke, I actually tried to reach out to him, but I couldn't get through to him, just to talk, you know. But it's sad. It's sad because this is someone I know. So I think for me, it's just a lesson. Look, for me, the lesson is for men. This fleeting pleasure of sex.
5 minutes.
Look, even if you're a stadion and you can do 30 minutes, is it worth your entire life? I mean, look, this man, like you were saying, is as good as he's dead. He's dead to the world, you know. He's taken out of circulation. His wife, his children, well, they can visit him, but he's completely incapacitated and deactivated to society. And for what? For sex? And to now think that you wanted the sex and you couldn't go and solicit, you can even, you know, I don't want to promote immoral, like, you know, things, but there are ways that you can find outlets if you know that you have, because people have different levels of libido. So if you know that this thing is really pushing you, come on, why a minor? A minor, a child that you're supposed to,
a relative
in your house that is supposed to be under your roof and your protection, you now have the audacity to climb her. You know, so it's terrible. I feel bad because lives have been destroyed. The collateral damage, his life is gone. He's as good as dead. His wife, you know, where does she start from? What about the children? The shame.
Victim herself.
Somebody was saying that they would have to, probably would change their name. You know, some people, they do that, because they don't want to be associated with that name. And then the victim is scarred for life. You know, her story, her face is out there for life. When she wants to get married, if she's unfortunate or whatever to be wanting to marry into a place where they do investigations, they will go and search her name, and they will find this story 20 years from today. The internet doesn't forget, you know. That's serious. So all because of one man's inability to control his members. Come on. So it's a lesson for men. Let's be careful, you know, be satisfied with what God has given you. The wife of your youth, whatever. If you don't have a wife, marry. Even the Bible says that it is better to marry than to burn. You know, so I'm happy. You know, that's why I say I'm conflicted, because I'm happy that justice has been done and is served in this case. And there's been too many cases like this that have been pushed under the carpet, where the person is influential and has money and will pay the family of the child, and they will just push the thing and kill it. You know, I'm happy that justice is done, but it's happening to my friend. So as a promoter for good governance, a crusader for justice, now you are seeing justice being served right next to you, and I tell you, it's painful. You know, it's painful, but it is what it is. It's unfortunate. He's going to face the consequences of his actions. Could he have been sentenced? I actually think that we need to review our laws and make it more stringent than this. I think that given the kind of damage that these things do to the people, to the victims, I think maybe a life sentence may even be too small. I honestly think that you should be starting to think about death sentences. There are some things that you do that you have to understand that you are destroying life. The fact that that girl is alive, she is dead until she is able to find therapy and rediscover her life. She's dead on the inside. I've related with grown-up adult women who have not recovered. I have a female friend, a young female friend. She still has not been able to find a stable relationship because somebody did something like this to her. A trusted man, a religious leader that was living in their house, molested her for years. She's scarred. She can't trust men. She can't have a relationship. And I've seen her. She's close to me. I've seen her go in and out, in and out, in and out, and you discover that she's having trust issues. That's why. You know, so the consequences, I think we really need to look at it. But, well, it's a good thing justice has been done.
Well, the thing is that it's wonderful that the laws are being applied and justice served. It's good. It was sentenced to a term of imprisonment, to jail. Because the problem with the Nigerian society is that too many people break the law and get away with it. Sometimes many of the rape victims lack the courage, lack the self-confidence to come out and make their case. It was going on for 19 months and the young lady did not speak. So maybe maybe she became older at 18 and then could voice out what how he has been going through. So the thing is that people should speak out. People should talk. People shouldn't be intimidated by anybody. And you see the amount of effort the doctor put in to intimidate the lady. If you talk, I will kill you. Get her to take an oath that she will never talk. But then you keep wondering, like the judge said, that the man is an evil man. Why go through that to intimidate a young girl and continue to rape her? And this is a girl who is technically your child. He lives in your house. It's your ward. So it's under your protection, and you can betray that trust reposed in you. So it's very, very sad to do that, and sometimes get away with it. So we should apply our laws. And rape. I think the punishment is too long, though. The punishment is too much.
You think so?
I think so. Life imprisonment for raping a lady, I think is too much. It should have been a little more. The judge should have been a little more considerate. And when we talk about rape, rape has a very broad definition. There can be rape on democracy. There can be rape on the rule of law. There can be rape on civility. There can be rape on decency. And across board,
okay, so you are relating it to other aspects of life.
Across board, there's rape across the country. A woman one time, an oil minister, paid 10 billion naira, I think, just to fly around, look around, have fun. People's money, you use 10 billion naira to fly around. And then the house invited you for questioning, you refused to go, and nothing happened. That was a rape on the trust the people placed on her and her office. But nothing happens. But the bandits are around raping Nigerians, not literally, raping the rule of law, and nothing is happening. So you get a man that has been killing, you get him, rehabilitate him, say now he has repented, I give you money, I put you into the military, I make you a part of the security outfit, and then jail another rapist for 100 life imprisonment. I think the system is unfair.
Okay.
Let us apply the rules across the board and severely punish every rapist in this general...
In whatever form or manner they come.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Izukama. Do you also agree that the sentence was too long?
Well, it depends on how I look at it. But for me, the man was not sentenced to life imprisonment for rape. No. 2 can charge. And one thing for those people that understand the law very well, this kind of case, they normally law a lot of charges, but only 2 can charge. Maybe because they are definite, they have their evidences, they have their witnesses intact. Then, if you know how this case went through, it goes beyond just the judgment that people are listening. Because fortunately for me, I witnessed one of the proceedings. So I could be able to, that the court, firstly, I need to give a thumbs up to one judge, the leading judge, Judge Ramon Oshodi. For some of us that know about that special offenses and that's this particular judge very well, I'm very, very sure one of the artists that was also sentenced for defilement, we'll never forget him in Ori. Anybody, so far there is evidence against that particular person, and he's a kind of judge that doesn't listen to ambience. He looks at the facts and the merit of that particular case. Because they called experts, forensic experts came in. Those people that have tested the girl, because there's a difference between rape and defilement. He was charged for defilement, not rape. You can only rape somebody that is 18 and above.
Oh, okay.
You defile somebody that is less than 18. And the lady, the girl in question was 15 when the act was committed.
Yeah.
So, one, I have to praise those judges, especially the leading judge in this particular case. Because this man in question is an influential person. In fact, he's a multi-millionaire. Nobody can. He has done a lot of good things for the society. In fact, he
Sorry, I'm butting in, Mr. Legwero. Also, the judge also made mention of the fact that he was not even remorseful, you know, while
was shocked.
I think angered the judge.
One thing there is this. You see, there are some certain people that are having personal challenges that they're supposed to voice out. If they don't, this is where it leads them.
Absolutely.
One, the judge, thank you very much. The court, thank you very much. Because we know the number of political angles to this, religious angles to this, a lot of pressure. Then the second one is the wife of that pastor. I give thumbs up to that woman. Whatever anybody wants to call you in your husband's family, let posterity judge them. How can you allow your niece to be raped by your husband and you are going to keep quiet? For that woman not keeping quiet, to me, you are the mother of the year. To me, you are the wife of the year.
Yeah.
In fact, I give thumbs up for you. Because you don't look at, if you want to look at the stigma of your to your children, you will not want to do that.
The repercussions of
Yes.
what
Then another one again, for that family of that wife, for them standing tall with their daughter and with the small girl and taking it through with the rules they've done, I give them. Then another one again is this. You see this man, he has done a lot of, especially cancer patients. What Mr. Jupiter said, he has been doing it for years. But that does not mean the law should not take it off. For my own this thing is just that I pray that we'll be having justice, that we'll be having a kind of justice across all the board. And for those people that are secretly doing that act, you defile, you rape, you use your connection, you use your money to cover it, don't worry. Justice is going to serve on you. Then another thing again is that I think our family members should be watchful. Those people that can prey on all your kids are those people closer to you. They are those kids, they are those people that when you see them with your children, you will not feel anything. You need to be sensitive to the environment. Another thing again is that I think the family has done much on that particular lady. But one thing that is so they still need to do more, because they not, and if you have been raped and you have been defiled, either as a kid and you have evidence or it's happening, please, even if you cannot do anything, contact Adebero. I have said it severally. I'm a father.
Yeah.
And I know the number of criminals like that that have gone through me with the glory of God. To at least I can point out to 10 in maximum and medium crazy prison.
Yeah.
That is through me. In fact, there is one.
I can testify to one. This one was right. It was me. Okay, I wasn't raped. That's not what I'm trying to say. Like, I reported the case to him because somebody, I just heard somebody around me saying something about a young lady, a young girl. She was the daughter of the cleaner of a certain estate, and then when she comes in to do her job, she leaves the girl with the security, then goes in to go and sweep the estate, not knowing the security man will put the girl on his bike, take her home, go defile her and bring her back. All right, so it was until the little girl started having some tummy, disturbances. Anyways, the whole story came out. She had to talk and all that. I was pained. All right, so the person I wanted to call, I realized she has been moved to Delta State. All right, she was an activist, and let me call Mr. Adegbenro, and I did. Anyways, to cut a very long story short, he left what he was doing immediately, went down there, got the police involved. The man was arrested. As we speak today, the man is cooling off. Yeah, in Kirikiri. Yes, the case went through court, and he's been sentenced to.
Yes, about over 24 years.
In prison, and his name is in the sex offenders register. All right. So, look, the thing about rape is only about 2% of women escape being raped or defiled, in their childhood.
Only 2%.
Yeah, that's to tell you how,
don't believe that.
and it's happening all around us.
98%.
Yes, of women. And most times, women will not speak out. Let me tell you. I think I have to have a Thanksgiving service. I'm one of those 2%. I was not raped during my childhood. I have my parents to thank for that. They were very strict while we were growing up. You can't go and spend a night in a cousin's house or in an uncle's. Well, at that time we saw it as my parents were too strict. They were too mean. But today I understand why they were protecting us so much, and I'm grateful for it. Look, don't be too busy and not know what's going on with your children. Please, this issue of rape and defilement, it's everywhere in the world. People have gone crazy. I think it's only 5 of us that are normal. Yesterday I was reading on the news, a man defiled his own newborn baby. Yes, is that bad? Please, let's all pay attention.
I will quickly chip in on this issue of rape. We're glad that justice has been done and served. But, we're talking about the people that have gotten away. I want to use this opportunity to raise the consciousness of society again to religious leaders who are doing this, who are abusing their power, the power that they have over their congregants, to abuse them. And there is a famous one that we all knew. We heard the story.
Yeah.
It trended heavily. That man is still climbing pulpit till today.
Tomorrow.
My spirit is vexed because the people that this man raped, some of them are public figures who have come out to speak, and that man has used influence. In fact, he turned the table on one of them. He's a public figure. I don't want to mention names so that I won't be vilified. Yeah. The other person too is a public figure, and that's why the thing became popular. Yeah. And we heard about it. People like that are strolling around free in this country. So it's good that Dr. Femi Olaleye has faced the music. He's cooling off in jail, maybe for too long, maybe for too little. Opinions will differ. But there are so many more like him, in fact, worse than him. People who are abusing power and authority and influence to have sex with young ladies. Some, not with so young ladies. Do you know that this doctor was sleeping with his patients?
So
he was recording it.
Yeah.
And there are people like that out there. There are doctors that are defiling patients regularly. Gynecologists.
In fact, there are reports of gynecologists who defile their patients while they are under anesthesia. Yes, anesthesia. So is that bad? Yes.
To these people,
the stories are there. Please.
Book, especially this pastor.
Let more people speak up.
Until now has not owned up.
Then also, don't forget, if you want to put out anything on defilement or rape, you need to have evidence. I thank God a particular guy, he happens to be an alpha, was just released this week. I met him when I visited Kirikiri Medium Prison. He was arrested for nothing, for nothing, and he was charged because the woman, I don't know how they come out with that case, and this particular guy was sentenced, I think it was maybe life imprisonment or whatever, because, and they've not been taken to court. Could you believe that at the end of the day, they never realized
He didn't do it.
that they didn't
was
do
innocent.
The woman, after, she was the one that now financing him when he was in prison. But because the case, the Lagos State government did not have any case against him, he's just been acquitted.
Okay.
Where I'm going is that you must come with proof. Don't say because somebody offended you, you don't want to say divide. If you have proof of defilement, if you have proof of that particular rape, and if it happens, the first thing you have to do, go to the hospital. I mean a registered government hospital for the test for
records.
For records.
Yeah.
Because we are going to use them against that particular one.
Exactly.
Speak out so that you are not going to die inside.
Okay, I don't want us to overstretch it, alright? I hope the message is out there. And then, in addition, our police needs to be retrained again on how they handle rape cases, okay? Yes. This is not hearsay. I have myself physically been at a police station, and I was disappointed at how the DPO of a particular police station was handling a case of like a 14-year-old lady who was gang raped by about three boys of about the same age. You know, and please, all right, our police, they need to stop making rape victims, you know, feel worse because of the kind of questions you ask them. All right, there was a time this was an issue, then they trained some of them. In fact, that was when they now had the what do you call it, a special desk for reporting rape cases in police stations. Please, I think there has to be a retraining of those people. Let us come to the realities of today. These cases are rampant. They are all around us. Open your eyes and you see people have been every day. Like, what's wrong with these men? Like, really? I don't know. What are you eating? What are you drinking? Now you can't control yourself. It's not funny. What's wrong with you?
It's just the moral and ethical collapse of the society.
What is wrong with you?
Because and some of them are spiritual. There are some people that want to make money the fast way. They say, go rape a small girl, go rape a virgin. Yeah, that's so it's all partially moral and then partially spiritual. But we can't sit by and watch it happen. Yeah, the
destroying the lives of young people. So kudos to the judge, kudos to the Nigerian judicial system. Thank you. Kudos to Lagos State in particular. I know that Lagos State, Lagos is always on the case. Yes. Cases like this. Thank you. We appreciate it. And then again, I join my voice to everyone at the table to say kudos to that woman, the wife of the doctor. If you're a Nigerian, an African, of course you know that this is an unusual thing. Yes, the wife was the one that spoke up, and that's why today justice is delivered to that girl. All right, God bless you, ma'am. All right, and bless your children. Okay.